Hello everybody and welcome to my 8th PHP tutorial, and this tutorial is going to show you how to use dates. And I know at the end of the last tutorial I said I was going to do if statements, but I just want to jump in and do dates quickly first. And so let's get started. To use dates in PHP, it's very simple. So let's say we want to put in today's date. So the current date is, and then period, and then date. So we use the date function, and the date function will pass us a string representing the date. So all we need to pass it in this function is a string that just shows it how it wants us to display the date, because obviously there's lots of different ways you can show dates. So I'm going to put day/month/year and then a semicolon and press save. And then when I go onto my website, it's going to show the current date is 14th of September 2013, which is the current date, so that's good. If you want to put it in American format, then all you need to do is just switch the M and the D around. So M over there, D over there. And then when we refresh that, and it will switch them around and it will be in American format. If you want to not have slashes, so let's say we want to put periods in between our day, month and year, then press save and then refresh, and then it will switch them around for you. So it takes a little bit of getting used to these, but what it's simply just put in the day, month and the year that you want, and then in between put in whatever you want to separate them. If you want to add in a time, then you need to use H for hours, and then I for minutes, and then S for seconds. So if we want to put time at the start, then H, I, S, a couple of spaces just to separate them. And then when we refresh this, it's going to show us the time as well. What it's actually going to do is, because the current time is actually 12:30, I just need to set my time zone to the correct time zone as well. So in order to do this, you use the function before you use your dates, just date default time zone underscore set, and then you put in whichever time zone you want to use. So I'm going to use Europe/London, and then press save, and then refresh in here, and then it's going to show 12:53. So that's the correct time and date, so that's great. If you want to put in tomorrow's date, say, then we just need to go, let's echo a break first, so echo break, and then echo the date tomorrow will be, and then we put date, open bracket, and then we'll put in our format as just day dot month dot year, and then we need to put in an extra parameter into this function. So if you don't put this extra parameter in, it uses the current date. Because we are putting it in, it just lets us define our own date. So we now use a function called mkTime, and this lets us define our own date. So it starts off with how many hours we want. So I'm not going to put in any hours, no minutes, no seconds, and they're separated by commas. They have to be commas. And then we put in the month, and then the day, and then the year. You do it in American format. So the month, we're going to put date M, and then that will pass the current month. We then want to pass it the date, the day, so D, and then we want to put +1 on that because we want it to be the day after the current day. And then we want to put the year, so date, year. and then close off the bracket on the MK time, and then close off the bracket on the outside date, and then your standard semicolon. And I'm just going to move this date down onto the next line just to make it look a bit tidier, and press save. So you might be thinking, well, how come I can put a command on 2 lines? Well, this is where the semicolons come in, because I haven't put a semicolon here. It's actually going to ignore this white space and just go to this next bit, and then it's going to end at the semicolon. So let's press refresh, and it's going to say the current date is 12:55:59, 14th of the 9th, 13, and then the date tomorrow will be 15th of September. So that is the 2 date functions going to show you. We're going to start using them in with the if statements in the coming tutorials to start showing different information. So thanks for listening, and I hope to catch you in the next tutorial.